My next guest tonight is an author, keynote speaker, and human connection guru with over 400 CEOs that he has personally coached as an executive coach. It is an honor to welcome Mr. Dan Foxx.
Yeah!
How you doing, buddy?
Thank you so much for coming, Dan.
My pleasure.
Please take a seat.
My pleasure.
Such an honor to have you on. This is such a neat experience. I don't think anyone knows this, but Dan just released a book and making the announcement on our show with Confessions from the Heart of an Executive Coach. This just came out. Get it on Amazon. I was lucky to get a copy early, and I've been reading it all week, and it's life-changing. It's really awesome, and so it's such a pleasure to sit with the author himself one-on-one and talk about this.
Thank
you. Thanks
for having me on.
Of course. No, thank you for coming out. We flew him out. He came out on Tuesday. He had a great time. He went to Taos and Santa Fe, and I hope you had a great trip out there.
I got sunburned. It was good.
That's in New Mexico elevation. It just
I love it.
It does something to you.
Here. It's great.
Well, Dan, our whole show is about human connection. And I feel like I'm personally not the best at relationships. And I just want to, why, is it a me thing? Is it a societal thing? Why are people bad at relationships?
That's a great question. It's a society thing. It's been that way for a long, long time. Our whole life is striving for human connection and relationships. I mean, there are people who want to succeed in business and get a Ferrari so that people will respect them and like them, or they want to have 15 minutes of fame, or they want to have power, or whatever. But all of it is driven to where I think if I accomplish this, then someone will love me, someone will like and accept me. The problem of it is that when we chase that, it never actually comes. It never actually gets fulfilled. Still have the Ferrari, still have the money. It's great, but it's not. Don't look at it as the end goal. When it comes to relationships, it takes just a couple of minutes of turning on the national news, one station, and then go to the other station to see how bad we really are at relationships. I mean, we think about our immediate family. Do we have someone in the immediate family that we'll get along with, or a neighbor, or at work, or whatever? It's all around us. And I believe that the biggest reason why we don't get along is because of the ego. We can talk more about that.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. So there's a reason why people aren't connecting though. What's driving? Is it the ego that's driving it?
No, it's mostly it's fear. I believe that the fear is one of the biggest drivers in the average human being. That if I put myself out there, that if I reach out and I try to connect with you, or open a door for you, or offer help to you, or whatever, that I may be rejected. And so therefore, the pain and the emotional wounds we picked up along the way in our life have caused us to listen to our fear. And fear is the ego saying, I want to keep you away from pain. At all costs, I just want to keep you away from pain. So therefore, don't do that. Don't reach out. Don't connect. Don't invite the neighbor over for dinner that just moved in. Don't do any of that stuff because it could be painful. And so it causes us to isolate and live very small lives. It's just not necessary at all.
Yeah, is that like me, like when I go to the gym and I'm walking and there's people walking back and forth, and I'll look at someone and I'm like, oh, they seem they seem nice, they seem friendly or whatever,
yeah.
And I want to say something to them, and then I look down as I walk by, and
yeah.
I don't acknowledge them instead of saying hey, how's it going? And
yeah.
I don't know, I just feel they would be I'm sorry, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
It's
subconscious fear, the subconscious fear of rejection. I'm not talking about sweaty palms or not in the stomach kind of fear. I'm talking about this very, very subtle fear that just causes us to play safe. That causes us not to say hi to the person walking by at the gym. Yeah.